questions. Questions. All right, we are live on the tube. All right.
I would probably mute that.
Huh?
I would
I
probably
did.
mute that.
All right. So, biggest goal of today is my beautiful wife wanted to interview me on our 6 week program. The 6 week program has been a program that we've been doing for the past 3 years with the gym. And it's just continued to evolve, year after year, program after program. And it's been really cool to see the evolution of the program and what it's become and just really how it's helping people.
The impact.
Yeah, the impact that it's making in people's lives. We wanted to hop on here and essentially she's just going to interview me and ask me some questions that probably a lot of people ask about the program,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that, yeah, I guess we can dive right in.
I had this question first because I'm about to take the program, and I really wanted to know what was the original intention behind creating the 6 week program?
I think, well, so like the intention kind of evolved as we launched the program because I saw the potential of the program and what it could really do for people's lives. Initially, when I first started the program, it was just like every other gym was doing a 6 week transformation thing, you know? So I thought that's just what you did when you were either trying to launch a gym or trying to, do something.
Mm-hmm.
But through the years, the program has really evolved into something completely different
Yeah.
than any other program in any other gym. And I'm not just saying that. I've been very, very intentional with making this program not just about weight loss, not just about like muscle gain, not just about restriction, right? But really trying to find a way to help people actually create habits
Mm-hmm.
that are going to help them like sustain the results they get long term. And then another big purpose of the program too, and the reason why we do it on a team basis is just community, man. That persevere like really stands for community and togetherness and just doing things with one another.
Mm-hmm.
So as the program started to evolve, because when I first started, I started this program by the way, just like any other program. Like how much weight can you lose? Who can lose the most weight? And everybody's kind of on their own, right? I gave everybody a meal plan. Everybody was really strict for it, and I started to see like the kinks and like how it was so unsustainable for people, and just a lot of things, right? But as the program started to evolve, I started realizing like my biggest goal with Persevere was to create community,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I made it a team-based program because I wanted people to like be with each other and
Yeah.
do it with each other, you know. So yeah,
So when you said the other one was so unsustainable before in the way beginning, what was so unsustainable about it?
because I just followed like the template that every other gym did, right? Like
What was that?
you put people. I'm about to share and explain. You put people on like these very strict and regimented. Like you can only eat half a cup of rice and chicken for lunch. You can only do egg whites and spinach for breakfast, right? A protein shake in between each meal, and then at dinner you could have like a meat with a vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unsustainable. Like people don't eat like that all the time, and I think when I started realizing that, I started because my approach with clients was completely different than when I did the program. So it's almost like the program didn't align with the way I coached anyways,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was like, so I started like really seeing like all of these trends and like these I guess I would say kinks in the way that these programs were launched. And I just started tailoring it more to like my approach, which was lifestyle and habitual patterns and like community and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm. Um, for sustainability purposes, like what makes it sustainable now? So like I've experienced it 2 or 3 times now. After taking the program, like I know how the program creates long-term lifestyle change. It's not just the results, but it actually creates like habits for you to follow long term so you can keep the results. So the difference between that and the previous one, like I guess you would say, the unsustainable part of Roni.
His dog, dude.
The unsustainable part of the first program was that, like you said, people don't eat like that often. So it was very restrictive, right? You would say, like, even if someone does eat whole foods or like clean foods, whole foods most often, if they're set to a specific plan that you can only follow, after the program, they're like, what am I supposed to do now when I go out to eat or like go to friends' parties?
Yeah.
Like, so that's part of what I love about our 6-week program is that you educate people and you tell them why behind what so they can learn and be empowered to make their own decisions.
And I think another thing that's really powerful when it comes to the sustainability aspect, and you've seen this, and if you've done the program, you know this. I have never told anybody they can't have something through the program. Instead, we educate them on like how to moderate those things a little better, and also how to like read labels so that they understand what a serving size is, how to track it, how to fit it into their day. And I think for me, as humans, I feel like as soon as somebody tells us like you can't have something, you want that thing more.
Yeah.
So then it makes it like you're like literally waiting for the end of the program to like just go binge on this one thing that you just been craving. And then yeah, like you said, it's this never ending cycle that people are on because they put themselves in such restriction instead of just finding a sustainable approach, right? And I think the education part is also huge too. Most programs, most challenges don't educate anybody on why they're doing those things.
Yeah, it's so powerful.
What is a calorie? Why is protein important? What does protein do in my body? Right? And like helping them understand like truly like what is a calorie deficit, right? And how does it create fat loss overall?
Hold on, baby.
This dog is just such a
He wants to be in the interview. Okay. How does accountability show up in this program compared to our regular classes?
I think that's my favorite part of the program because I do feel accountability plays a huge role in people's results. I think we all need accountability, even myself included, right? Like I have a business coach, I hire fitness coaches from my own self. Um, but one thing I love when it comes to the accountability of our program is that yes, each team gets a coach assigned to them that is always there to hold them accountable, to push them, to encourage them, and then to also like help with anything or any questions they may have. Um, but the community support, man, the support and the accountability of like your team members, like if they don't see somebody turning something in, they're like in their chat, and they're Ronnie, bro, for real, right now, lay down.
He's just gonna.
Um, so yeah, it's just the community. Come on, bro. If you just want to be in the interview, just be in the interview. Um, the support and the accountability of your teammates, man. That's my favorite part of the program. Seeing each other like encourage one another, and like when I mean you've seen this, right? Like people will be like, I'm having a really hard day, or like my kid's sick. And then people jump in and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna jump in and do an extra 1,000 steps for her, so she doesn't have to worry about her steps. And that support, dude, is like I think it's so important, but it's like incomparable, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because most gyms, like, number one, you don't meet people like strangers who regularly attend. You see familiar faces, but you don't meet them. You don't get to know about their life, and you don't become friends and a family. And I've totally seen the opposite at Persevere. Just everyone becomes like a new member is not new for long. Like they become family so quickly, and people actually care.
Yeah.
It's a depth in caring,
Yeah.
and I love it. What mindset shift do you see happen most often during these 6 weeks?
Repeat the question one more time.
So, what mindset shift do you see happen most often during these 6 weeks?
Um, I love when people come into this program because of the simplicity of the program. Like, because the how simple it is just to literally follow 5 very simple habits every day. I think the biggest mindset shift that people get from this program is understanding how simple getting results and like living a healthy lifestyle really can be.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the fitness industry has just made it very complex. You talk to this person, vegetables are bad. You talk to this person, meat is bad. You talk to this person, and it makes it very confusing. And people come into this program, they get to witness, like, dude, if you just follow these 5 things every day, not only are you going to feel good, right? You're going to perform good,
Mm-hmm.
but also you're going to start seeing the results over time, you know?
Yeah, and it's not so out of reach.
Right,
What you want, your goals are
right.
not so out of reach, and you don't have to jump through hoops and take certain medications and do all these things
Yeah,
to achieve them.
yeah,
It's so simple, and it's just consistency
yeah.
and accountability.
And I think that is the biggest mindset shift that people do get out of this program, because this program really does hold you accountable to being very consistent for 6 weeks.
Mm.
And I think people have a misconception of what consistency really means, right? Like, people will be like, oh yeah, I'm really consistent, but like they only hit their nutrition 2 days that week. Or like, they might have hit their nutrition one day, their steps 2 days, and their water, and to them, that's consistent. But that's not true consistency. Consistency is not perfection, but it is saying, okay, out of 7 days, at least 5 or 6 of those days, I got these habits down. That's
Mm-hmm.
true consistency. And that's the true consistency that actually moves the needle in the right direction.
Yeah.
So I think people just get a better understanding of like, what does consistency mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool because after the program, I personally believe, and I know you told me not to go on tangents, but I just, I'm so passionate about this, man. And I truly feel that change can't happen until awareness happens,
Mm-hmm.
right? And knowledge means you've applied awareness, right? So being knowledgeable in something means you've applied the awareness that you've created,
Mm-hmm.
and you made the changes necessary.
Yeah.
So when you put somebody, you submerge someone in something like this, it makes them so aware of consistency, of the habits, of the things that they said they were being consistent on, but they really weren't, right? It makes them aware of
Mm-hmm.
so many things that coming out of that program, the awareness is so vivid
Yeah.
that even if they come off the program and they start to fall off little by little, they are so aware of what to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it literally creates like this base understanding of like, I'm not doing as good as I could. Let me just go back to these habits,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, yeah.
It's crazy too. Like, for me, I recall like a while ago, sometimes you have like an innocence to it with you think that you're consistent
Yeah.
or you're lying to yourself and you're like you said you're unaware, but why are you unaware? Like, yes, I could be knowledgeable, I could sit here and watch all these TikTok videos, I could sit here and watch Instagram, be coached through YouTube, I can figure that out, but if I'm not actually measuring like factual data, like, so if I think I'm sitting here and it's Friday and I'm like, oh yeah, I hit my steps like 4 days this week. Like, I felt like it. Like, I feel like I moved a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go back to my phone or my watch or whatever you're using to track, did you actually hit those numbers? And for me, it was a big realization point and a turning point of like, oh, because I was held accountable every single day and I had to turn those in, it made me become more aware of what I was actually doing rather than what I felt like I
Yeah.
was doing. A lot of people feel like they're eating well, and yet they're not seeing the results that they want to, whether it's muscle gain or weight loss or whatever. They're not seeing what they want. A lot of people feel like they drink a lot of water and they're staying very hydrated, but they don't have energy. So are you actually tracking this data and measuring? And like the program forces you to track it and send those points in. So you become so aware. And then what do you do with that awareness? You become more empowered to change.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's awesome. Um, Community and support. How does the group dynamic impact results in this program?
Kind of backstory on like when I made the switch. There's two switches that I've made in this program that have made a significant difference in not only people's results, but also like the sustainability of the program as well, because people are being held more accountable. Um, when I first started this program, it was like an individual program, just like everybody's on their own, just like any other program, right? Like everybody comes in, there's the pot, like everybody's just doing their own thing, and at the end, you measure everybody, and whoever gets the best results, cool, right? But one of the coolest and most like needle moving changes we made was actually making it a team based program. And it's because of the support, the encouragement, the accountability, and it is actually really cool. It always works out this way somehow, right? There will be like a mom in the program that is like struggling with something, and then there will be like another mom that has overcome that already or has also struggled with the same thing, and it's just cool to see them like come together and like just like pour into each other. So I think that's like the biggest thing in how community has played a role into the results and the ultimate like goal of the program,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is people being able to relate to one another? Because for the most part, we all go through kind of the same struggles. We have cravings, we have bad days. We have days we feel sick, and just having people there to like be like, dude, it's okay. Like you're gonna make it through. Or hey, you know what? Let me jump in and do some extra work myself so that you don't have to worry about your steps so much. There's massive power in that, and it just builds true bonds, true relationships. As Andy Frisella says, right? Like true bonds are created in suffering, right? So like if people are in this program and they're like grinding and they're like putting in work and things that are uncomfortable and they're not used to doing consistently,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna create a like a pretty strong bond with those people, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if that answered your question.
Um, so,
Oh no, Joey said my microphone's off.
oh,
Can you hear Hannah though? That's the real question. Wait, let me see.
that'd be funny if it was this whole time.
Bruh, that's not funny.
That'd be funny if it was this whole time.
Bruh. Oh, my microphone is off, but you can still hear me.
Here. Here.
Alright, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. You could just share that microphone. Alright, so what's the next question? Thank you guys, I appreciate you, Joey. You are thebomb.com. And my mom is on. What's up, mom? Thank you guys, I appreciate you, Joey. You are thebomb.com. And my mom is on.
Okay, this is a really good one.
Okay, hit it.
What do you say to someone who feels too busy for this program? Like they don't have time, um, yeah, for this program, the chats, all of that.
Would you like me to answer this honestly?
Yes. Everything.
Stop being a weenie. I'm just kidding. Um, it's not about having time. I think if you really want change, if you really want to feel better, if you really want to become a better spouse, a better husband, a better father, and you know your health plays a huge role into that, it's not about having time. It's literally about creating time. I see most dudes out there like you're out here like making time to watch the football game every Sunday, but you can't make time to track your food for 30 minutes in a day, right? You're already on your phone, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're scrolling your day away. So I've seen moms come into this program, like single moms with 3 to 4 kids. I've seen moms that have traveled the entire program for a volleyball season, right? I've seen moms come into this program with two jobs, kids, and going to school. So I guess my answer to that question is just like, is it really that you don't have time, or is it just that you're not willing to give up certain things that are no longer serving you or serving the person you want to become through this program? You're not willing to give those things up to make the time for the program.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry if that's too blunt, but I, it's nothing changes if nothing changes,
Yeah.
right? And if you're not willing to change your priorities, if you're not willing to shift your mindset and shift the things you're putting first, you're never gonna see the change you want to see, man. And that's just real, you know. No coach, no mentor, nobody can really make that change for you. So
Yeah.
sorry if it was too real.
No, that's not. That's great. Um, this is kind of a curveball question.
Oh no! I don't like curveballs.
um,
I didn't play baseball when I was a kid.
you are speaking a lot about moms in this program.
Hmm.
I have seen this program help so many people,
Yeah,
so many different kinds of people,
yeah,
not just moms.
yeah.
So, why is this program great for the dude who has been going to the gym and he knows his way around machines and he's been lifting for a long time? Why is this program good for the woman who is a student and she's got a busy schedule? She is working full time. Why is this good for an individual who doesn't have kids yet, but they have a full schedule? Why is this good for the older dad that doesn't know his way around health and fitness yet? Explain like why this program is good for everyone, not just moms.
Curveball questions coming at me live, son. Live? You did this on live? Honestly, I think the biggest aspect of this program and why I do believe it will help anybody and everybody is because not only will it help you create structure, discipline, but I think more importantly, whether you're a dad, whether you're a single man, whether you're a single woman, a mother, I think there's something massive about the program when it comes to like the confidence it gives people in themselves, like the self-confidence aspect, because you're being asked to come into this program and keep 5 promises to yourself every single day. Not to me, not to your coaches, not to your team. At the end of the day, every single habit you complete every day is a promise that you've stacked to yourself. And that's what a lot of people are really looking for, right? If you really think about why people come into this journey and why they want to start taking care of their health and why they want to lose those extra pounds and why it's because they're seeking more confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people fail to understand that the confidence is not gonna come from you because look at how many people go and no offense, but like will go and get a procedure done,
Yeah.
right? But they still feel it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's because that procedure wasn't like it didn't stack enough promises for you to feel that internal confidence and I say this all the time, I talk about it all the time because it's something that I'm very passionate about. I believe self-confidence, all it really is you being able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I can count on you.
Yes, I can trust you.
I can count on you to show up whether you're uncomfortable, whether you're sick,
Yeah.
whether you're not feeling it, right? And the program for 6 weeks literally makes you commit to those things to that level. So that after 6 weeks, if you do it correctly, because we've had people come in, dude, you lie, you lie. At the end of the day, this is your program. But if you come into this program and you do your steps how you're supposed to do them and you track your food like you're supposed to track your food and and you're consistent with these things and you're hammering it away, after 6 weeks, you feel a level of self-confidence like you haven't in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I hope that answers the question. But I think another thing that I love about the program is it can be tailored to anybody. right? So whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to gain muscle, whether you're trying to just build a better routine, right? Regardless whether you've tracked your food before or you never tracked your food before, whether you've counted steps before, it's we literally are able to tailor it. It's individualized. Like not everybody gets the same goals. Not everybody has the same targets. So somebody comes in and they're trying to build muscle mass. I can tailor your macronutrients to be able to do so and also structure your schedule and your workouts according to that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, does that answer your question?
Yes,
Okay.
it does. And it actually, I just want to speak on that. The reason why I love taking these programs, and why it's so good to take them every now and then. I was explaining this to someone the other day. In the beginning, when I first took my first one, it was for fitness purposes, aesthetic purposes.
Yeah.
And then I saw the impact that it made. And so from then on, yes, it plays a huge impact into health and fitness and aiming more towards my goals, but it does so much more beyond that. It teaches me that I can apply these habits and this consistency to other things in my life that I am trying to achieve outside of health and fitness. And so it's awesome because it really does speak to the longevity of the character building that it does. Um, it's an amazing program, and it hits very deeply.
Yeah. Can I touch on that as well? Um, you guys have heard me talk about this. Discipline is a muscle,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's a muscle that is built and strengthened through repetition. The more you do things that have you be disciplined in areas like these 5 habits, the stronger that discipline muscle gets. So then when you have a work project that is due and you have to apply discipline to do that project, that muscle is already strong. It might have been created through different habits, but you strengthen it so much that it becomes so much simpler to just apply that discipline, right? Or even going to a friend's house, right? And they're watching the Super Bowl because Super Bowl's coming up, right? They're watching the Super Bowl, but you want to stay on track and stay on top of your goals. You've applied these disciplines so often, it becomes simpler to just say no.
It's more of a trait.
Yeah, yeah, it becomes who you are. You become a disciplined individual.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, and you said it right. It pours into every other area of your life, not just fitness. So
That was my last question.
that's it.
It was about
Yeah, I keep
what
talking.
results could you get beyond the scale, beyond just losing weight or gaining muscle. And I have heard time and time again from so many people who've taken this program that, from a husband, like it drew him and his wife together closer because before he thought he was fine. He was going to the gym often, he was hitting his PRs, but a lot of things were missing. He was not hydrated. He
Mhm.
didn't understand the role that nutrition played in his health and fitness.
Yeah,
And now they're freaking soaring in life.
yeah,
Just it strengthened their bond together and just so many things. I That was a good one.
yeah,
They're actually in one of your interviews.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've
So
heard
go
such
back and watch.
amazing
Go back and
results.
watch the interviews. There's
Anywho,
by the way too. Like if you guys have any more questions on this program, like go and watch. I have probably what a dozen interviews on the program.
well, yeah, I mean,
Um,
for the most part, everyone that you've interviewed has taken the program at
yeah,
some point in their
yeah.
fitness lifetime.
So, if you guys have questions about it and like you want to understand it better or understand what it's done for different people in life, period, in different areas of life or different jobs, different chapters of life, go watch those videos, man. And let's just to break down the program really quick so you guys understand, like if you've never understood what we ask of people when they do the program, this is how simple it is. Okay, you ready for this? And you can start applying this. Like the reason I'm sharing this is because look, you can literally decide today that you're going to start applying these 5 simple habits consistently. And I want you to message me in 6 weeks and tell me how you feel. Okay? Stretch for 5 minutes a day. That's nothing, bro. You can set aside 5 minutes to go stretch. Exercise for 30 minutes every day. A walk counts as exercise, but it has to be continuously. Now, the reason we do it that way is because we want you to actually set time aside to go work out, right? It can't be 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 15 minutes here, because then it doesn't become this habit you do, right?
The walk also has to be over a mile and a half.
Yeah, and the walk has to be over a mile and a half. Um, but again, it's intention, right? It's working out with intention. It's walking with intention. It's not just casually walking around the mall. It's like, no, like I'm going on a walk. Hit a certain amount of steps depending on your lifestyle, right? We base your steps depending on like how what your average currently is. We try to challenge that a little bit. We give you a nutrition goal. So if you've never tracked your food before, everybody tracks their food, everybody. Um, and depending on where you're at, you're either on calories, you're on calories and protein, or you're on macros depending on your goals, right? And then last but not least, drink 100 ounces of water every single day. It's really that simple, man.
So why did we have those specific habits?
What do you mean?
My answer is because it covers all of
It,
Persevere's
well,
pillars.
it covers all pillars of health,
Mm-hmm.
right? It covers your hydration, it covers your recovery, it covers your exercise and movement, and it covers your nutrition, which I feel like those are the four pillars of health and fitness. And if I was to add one more that it also covers is mindset. Um, so yeah, that's why each one of those have and you notice like each one of those we made very, very, very attainable. Yes, they're gonna challenge you. Yes, you're gonna have to set aside 30 minutes to work out. Yes, you're gonna have to go get your steps at the end of the day or beginning of your day. But they're all feasible. They're all attainable, right? It is supposed to challenge you because if you're not challenged, you're not changing. So, um, yeah, but I think the powerful thing about the program is not only the accountability, the support, the amount of love and encouragement you'll get not only from your teammates but the coaches running the program because both coaches that we have, Coach Nadia and Coach Yesenia, man, have both done the program multiple times. They both have crushed the program, and honestly, Yesenia actually started with us through one of the programs, and you know after the program and after what it's done for her, like she was like, dude, I wanna jump into this career. Like I wanna jump in and do this.
Changed her life.
That's how much she believes in what it's done and what it does for people. Um, but I think the educational piece, that's the one thing that I was very, very intentional with when it came to this program. Um, every single week we talk about a different subject and we literally break it down and dissect it for you guys to understand nutrition better, for you to understand exercise better, for you to understand movement and steps better, for you to understand hydration better, recovery. So we literally break it down into weekly videos
Education, yeah.
with education on like the why of the habit.
Yeah.
Why is it important?
How does it help?
Yeah, because I can tell you to go do these things all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't truly understand why it's important and how it's impacting you today, right? How it's impacting your life right now, you're not going to be able to maintain it. So, um, yeah, man, if who is this program for? If you're stuck and don't know where to go, if you've been on and off, on and off, and on and off, and you're tired of the yo yo dieting, if you're somebody that is trying to take their fitness to the next level, or if you're somebody that has never done anything with fitness and genuinely just don't even know where to start.
I would add one.
Hit it.
Or if you're tired of doing this journey alone.
Yes, that part. That part right there. I mean, not to brag, but our community is pretty cool. Just saying.
They're the best.
Yeah, we're pretty cool, man. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. We had some people jump in. That's kind of cool. I hope this helped you guys understand. Oh, my mom asked. Okay, hold on. Okay, how difficult is this program for people over 60 or 70 seniors? How difficult? I
It
think
ranges.
I think it really just depends.
Yeah.
The one thing that I do ask for people to that for them to jump into the program comfortably and be able to do it is you have to be somewhat technologically inclined,
Yes.
because there is chats, there's apps that we use, there's things that we track, there's things that you have to do on your phone every single day. And I've seen people jump into this program that are just not technologically inclined at all,
Mm.
and it just becomes a lot more overwhelming.
Well, then they don't get to experience the community.
Right,
Yeah.
but it just becomes this thing where it's way more overwhelming than beneficial,
Mm-hmm.
and that's rare. Like literally, we've had maybe 1 to 2 people in the past 3 years that have really experienced that. Most people, if you know how to go on social media, if you know how to text people, if you know how to open an app on your phone, you can do it. But if you're literally like one of those like grandpas that like, or grandmas, whatever, everybody's equal. What? Not really. Hold on. Never mind. Okay, now I'm going to a whole different thing. But if you're somebody that gets your kids to text people, or have to have your kids come install apps on your phone for you, or it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
You will have support. You will have coaches helping you all the way through, but if you're unable to do the things we're asking of you on your own when you're not with us, it's going to be very hard and challenging. But besides that, it's pretty simple.
I feel like I just want to add, like, in terms of how physically difficult this can be, you heard him. He set the goal, the habits. Like we said, you can exercise, and the walk can count as an exercise. With that being said, you know, can you push yourself? The more that I've seen people push themselves in this challenge, the stronger results that they will get towards their goal. So if someone is choosing to do yoga or a walk as their workout for 6 weeks, they're going to reap the results of that seed. Like,
Of taking it easy.
yes, like, go
Incentives.
hard. I've seen people, if they need to get a walk in because they're taking care of their children, then wear a weighted vest. Can you do some lunges during that walk? Can you do some body weight exercises? Push yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I said it again before with the habits. It can be tailored to you, because challenging to me means something completely different than challenging to a 60 or 70-year-old, right? So the goal is to find what challenges this person and how can we push them just above their comfort zone, right? Just like right, like we're trying to push to get uncomfortable to that person's level.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's life changing, man. I love this program. It's an incredible program. I've seen people genuinely change their lives because of it. I've seen people get pregnant, like it just changed their health so much that they were able to see fruits that they had been waiting for a very long time, because they started taking care of themselves in a different way. So it truly can be life changing. I love it. Like I said, we've been developing this program for 3 years, and I am hungry to continue to make it better each and every time. Like literally after the end of every program, I come back to the drawing board and I say, okay, what was good and what wasn't good? How can we make that better? How can we make that more impactful? How can we make that habit stick better? So, like I said, if if you feel me right now, if you feel us, if you feel this interview, just shoot us a DM. Let us know, like, let's chat about it. Let's see if it's even like realistic for you, or like the right program for you, because it might not be the right program for every person,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I mean, it can be done by anybody and everybody, and I truly believe that anybody and everybody that does it correctly will benefit massively.
Mm-hmm. So when does it start?
It starts this Saturday,
The 17th.
the 17th. Why did you point over there?
To YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pointing to the camera.
Oh, I think the date
Are
was
you
over there.
okay?
Yeah. So yeah, it starts this Saturday, the 17th. That is going to be our initial. We do our nutrition orientation where we get everybody set up with their goals. We get everybody locked into their group chats. We get everybody to meet their teams. We do everybody's initial scan, and then the program starts on Sunday. Like the points of the program start on Sunday.
Okay, let's just say it starts Saturday.
Okay,
Just
start
in
Saturday.
case so people don't leave out of town. Saturday.
Start Saturday.
Saturday in the morning.
You heard her. Okay, that's all we got.
Let us know.
Yep. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, just focus on becoming
1% better every single day.
Let's go. Woo! That was good. Watch out, I gotta turn it off. Did you turn the heater on? It's hot in here. How do I end this? That's the real question. Oh my gosh.